Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year again.
I am trying to get home to my 8-year-old son. And now that I'm this close, you're telling me it's hopeless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, wait. This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope.
That's right, it's the Christmas and winter holiday season, which can only mean one thing: more trains. Before going into the content for today's video, I did want to just take a quick moment and please ask if you can subscribe to the channel below. It's free. Like this video, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. I have a personal goal of trying to get to 500 subscribers by the new year. Any help you can give would be really appreciated. Today, I have a very festive engine to go over, which is the engine for the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. This was made by MTH just a few years ago. There was also a recent run in Rail King version that Easy Catch did. I'm not sure if any of them are still available, but I will link the description to that shop below, and you can reach out to them to see if any are available. Before going through the model of the train, let me go through a quick overview of the actual Canadian Pacific Holiday Train, which this year is now called the CPKC Holiday Train, since both the Canadian Pacific and the Kansas City Southern merged. The CP Holiday Train, or CPKC Holiday Train, starting this year, has been running since 1999. Its main purpose is to go from town to town raising money for food banks, both in Canada and the United States. Since its inaugural journey in 1999, the CPKC Holiday Train has raised more than $24.3 million and collected approximately 5.3 million pounds of food for those efforts. The train typically starts its tour going from November 21st through December 20th. There is a map on the CPKC website that will show you where the train is stopping. That's the red line on this map. It does go in both the United States and Canada on mainly Canadian Pacific and KCS trackage. If you happen to live near one of those areas, you might actually get a chance to see the train. If the CPKC stops in your town, there's a musical performance, the artists of which are listed on the CPKC website. There's Christmas festivities. The train continues on the tracks to the next stop on its list. One of the really cool features on this train is the blinking LED lights. So now that we've gone through what the actual train looks like and where the actual train goes, let's talk about the model that MTH made, both the Premier model that I have the engine of for 2017 and the new Rail King model that just came out this year. If we take a look at the Premier model of the engine, instead of the flashing LED lights showing, for example, the bell swinging back and forth or some other animated lighting, the only lights there are the Christmas lights that adorn the outside of the engine. MTH stopped doing this on their most recent runs. However, on this Premier run, it still has these lights. The Rail King version of this engine is an ES44 instead of an AC1000. Since MTH does not do the Christmas lights adorning the outside of the engine, this version has red lights on the running boards, which normally the ES44 would be the charging lights. You can see, though, that the scheme is the same as far as the paint is concerned, with the bell and the packages painted on to the side of the engine. Moving along to the Rail King cars, these specific version of the Rail King cars have white roofs, which is what the Premier cars had. So these are the only Rail King cars that I'm aware of that have white roofs. These also have really nice Christmas lights that are adorned around the edges. That's also the same as the old Premier tooling. Both the Rail King and the Premier trains have almost the exact same sound set. The PFA is also exactly the same.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the management and of all our employees, welcome to the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. Since 1999, when it made its first run across the country, the CP Holiday Train has generated food bank donations in excess of $1.5 million and more than 250,000 pounds of non-perishable food. We're happy to take to the rails each year, reach out to the communities we serve, provide our particular brand of good cheer, and start the holiday season on a festive note with our beautiful and colorful train. To all the citizens of this fine town, thank you for coming out to see us. Thank you for participating in our project to share with those in need. A very happy holiday season to each and every one of you. Good night, and see you next year.
Alright, so I think we've seen enough of this engine trackside. Let's take it and run it around the central operating lines layout.